first of all, at the official level, Prime Minister Modi ji was among the first leaders in the world to come out with a very clear statement. Already Saturday afternoon, around 4:30, 4:45, I think, his tweet. And this was before we understood the full magnitude of what happened. At that time, we were not even understanding that we are this number. We thought we are in the tens, less than 100 victims. We didn't think about 1,400, about more than 220 kidnapped and all that. It was not there even. So he was among the first, and he had another tweet after speaking to Prime Minister Netanyahu a few days later. And I think that set a very strong tone of clear condemnation to terrorism. It's important for us for a few reasons. It's important to us, of course, because India is a very close ally. But India is also a very important moral voice in the world. And when it comes to terror, India is also coming from the point of view of someone who knows what they're talking about, being victims for so many years of terrorism. So I think, it starts by Prime Minister, but it goes down to the public. I mean, social media. Of course, there are other voices, especially international voices, a lot of them around the world. But the important countries for us are with us. And these are the democracies of the world. I think that having said that, and also in accordance with what Prime Minister Modi tweeted, I think that it's also time to officially designate Hamas also in India as a terror organization. Many countries have. Most of the countries that I mentioned, democracies, the EU, US, Canada, quite many countries, Australia, I believe, already did this, and I think it's good. From our point of view, I think there are two elements now that are bothering us on the more tactical. So far I try to be more strategic. One designation is more tactical, but also we have to put a lot of effort on releasing of the kidnapped. The fact that it's against any law, international law, okay, that's clear, but also decapitating, raping, and all the rest, I don't want to go into it, is also against any law. But I think that the international community has to apply pressure on Hamas to release the hostages. And I think that the second thing is that we have to put pressure on Hezbollah. As said here, if we have to open, if the second front will be open, we know how to deal with two fronts, but we don't want to create, we know the price for everyone involved, especially for Lebanon and Hezbollah, but also for Israel, in having a war in the northern front. So I think India has a special interest also because it has UNIFIL, Indian soldiers in the UNIFIL forces on the border there. So we ask all our friends to make it clear to Lebanon that better not let Hezbollah run the country into a war with Israel, because at the end of the day, no one will be happy of such a situation. I mean, no one in Lebanon, I can tell you, but also in Israel, we are not looking for any wars. I think I'll stop here and